Hello everybody, my name is Liam and I'm 10 months on testosterone today. This has been a very intense journey and something new that's happened this month, not physical change-wise, mental change-wise. I've like completely stopped thinking about being trans, which the first couple months, like, it consumed my mind, like, every day, and I hated it. Like, I hated that consumed my mind every day. Like, it was like, I knew I wanted to look like a guy, I knew I wanted to be referred to as a guy, I knew I felt like a guy, whatever that means. It's the best way I can put it into words. But I just hated thinking day in, day out about being trans and, people, I don't know, seeing me in a specific way and and all the things that come with it, whatever. But just this month, like, I have basically just, like, stopped really thinking about it. Like, I think about so many other things, and when I think of myself, I just think of myself as a guy, and I completely forget that I'm anything different from a cis guy. Like, yeah, I just completely forget about it, which feels great because I was worried that I was going to be thinking about this for the rest of my life, like, every day. I mean, of course it comes into my mind, like, every once in a while, like, when I take a shower, but even when I take a shower, I'm just kind of like, that was my stomach. I don't know if you heard that, but I'm just like, this is a guy's body, like, because it's me, like, it's my body, so I don't know, that's just the way I think about it. And even though it has, like, female parts on it, I'm just like, this is a guy's body, like, yeah. So, there's been times that it gets a little bit weird, and I'm just like, this is weird, I feel like an alien, but, I just put that aside because, I don't know, gender is all kind of a social construct, whatever, and, plus it's my body, and I feel like a guy, and so these parts are guy parts when they're on me, but yeah, this month, like, I've had a lot of affirming experiences, like, of course, I mean, I'm getting gendered correctly everywhere I go, and people are calling me, like, man, and all that stuff, which is very affirming, but also, like, I, was with a girl recently, and she was a straight girl, which, like, yeah, if you're trans, you are the gender that you are, and straight people, hopefully, I mean, even if they don't have an open mind enough to go out with you, then whatever, like, that doesn't matter, to each their own, and people have, body part preferences and stuff, but this girl, she identified as straight, and, it was just very affirming. Like, she was just like, I like guys, and, I'm into you, and that was really affirming. And, I've seen a few people from, like, high school and stuff, and they'll be like, oh, are you da-da-da, like, they'll say my older brother's name, and they'll be like, are you his brother, like, his younger brother, because I look a lot like my older brother, and so when people see me, they're like, oh, like, are you his little brother, because I have another little brother, and people always think that I'm him, which is very affirming as well, and, yeah, another thing I was thinking about, actually just yesterday, and I literally wanted to, like, cry about it, because I don't think people get how important, gender healthcare is, for trans people, because this has, like, totally changed my life in the most positive way, and, has made me just feel like my own individual, and, like, excited to go on the rest of this life adventure, whatever life is, the rest of this, like, adventure with this person. Like, I'm excited to experience all this, with the person that I am right now, and more excited than I've ever been, and like it brings me to tears because I mean, I haven't actually cried about it because testosterone, but like just thinking about how my younger self wanted this life so badly. Like this was the life that my younger self wanted for me, and it's crazy that now I'm in this moment and I'm living it, and I don't know, time's just weird. Like one moment I was back there and now I'm here, and it can't, like, it's happening, it's here. And I just know that like that's, you know, when I look in the mirror at myself, I'm like, you're living the life you want to live, and this is amazing. And never thought that I would actually have the guts to do this. Like that still blows my mind that I actually had the guts to do it. And I don't say that lightly, like that it blows my mind, like this whole thing does. And having hormones available and surgeries available, like this is such an important thing. I don't think people really understand how it feels to be an individual that suffers heavily from gender dysphoria. And I mean, they don't understand it. If you're cis and you are very happy with the gender you came into life with, you would have a hard time understanding how people couldn't be. But at the same time, it's really not that hard to understand. Like, it makes sense. Like, some people, it makes sense to think that some people would be very unhappy with the gender they were born with. And I don't know why that's so hard to understand, but yeah, just fighting for trans healthcare is extremely important, because this has lifted me out of a very dark place and just made me way more focused on myself and way more like willing to give myself self-love and all these different things, because I actually, like, when I look in the mirror, I want that person to have the best life possible. And it wasn't that when I looked in the mirror to my female self, I didn't want her to have the best life. It was just like I felt very self-destructive and very like I was gonna freak out because I felt like I couldn't change, like it just didn't look like me. So I felt like I was gonna freak out, like, oh, what's happening? Like, time keeps folding onwards and I'm just looking like this person that I don't recognize, and I'm getting just freaked out. Like, it was just freaking me out, and it was making me reckless, especially towards the end of presenting female. Like, but now I'm willing to sit with my thoughts a lot more. I'm willing to slow down. Like, I don't feel like I'm always running away from something. Like, before I came out, I felt like I was avoiding something huge, and it was this, but I didn't really know what it was, but it just, that feeling was there. And now I'm more just present and able to be like, okay, just, you know, slow down. Like, this is not that big of a deal. This is, like, I feel like I'm way more organized in my thoughts. But yeah, as far as physical changes, I don't know, it's so hard to really keep up with them, but I'd say, you know, my face has changed, looks definitely more masculine. I love my face. Like, I just think I'm hot. There, I said it. And my, you know, my hairline has changed. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's changed. The other day I found this huge pimple here, but that's besides the point. my hairline has changed, it's receded or whatever, but that doesn't bother me. That makes me feel so euphoric, like, that makes me feel so good. I've gotten, like, hair. I don't know how long this hair has been here, but I noticed it this month and really, like, looked at it, and I was like, I love you, hair. But, I've got hair, like, on the back of my thighs. I don't know if you can see it, really, but it's, like, on the back of my thighs. I don't know what that is. A bruise, maybe. But yeah, I got some, like, patches of hair back here. And, let's check out my happy trail together, because I haven't really examined it that much. Yeah, it's pretty much just not there. I'm pretty sure there's girls that don't take hormones that have a better happy trail than me. But whatever. My arms haven't really gotten much more hairy. But like I said, my family isn't really hairy, so whatever. Yeah, my legs, hairy. I'm very, very happy with those. I feel so euphoric when I look down at them, and they're beautiful. And then I've gotten a few more mustache hairs. They're very hard to see. I got a few hairs popping up down here that I pluck out. And then the acne hasn't been too bad, but it's basically just kind of stayed the same this whole transition. Thankfully, it hasn't been too bad, but I get a few pimples, and it's definitely more than when I wasn't on testosterone. Like, I have, like, a lot of different, like, blackheads and stuff here. Kind of gross, but whatever. And yeah, I don't know, like, I just am looking like a guy. So, but yeah, 10 months on T. I was about to say 11, but 10 months on T. Very excited for this next month. And Tuesday is the day I take my shot, and that is my favorite day of the week. I'm like, on Tuesdays, I'm like, nothing's gonna get me down. I took my shot today. But anyways, love you guys. Thanks for following along with me on this journey. Thanks for supporting me. Everybody's support has been so important. Every little tiny ounce of support helped me so much, especially in the beginning of my journey. Now I'm starting to be more, like, individual. Like, I'm feeling like I don't need, like, well, obviously, if everybody was calling me she, her, no, you know what, support is very important. I'm not, yeah, but thank you for everybody's support, and love you guys. Yeah, peace out.